Hey guys, welcome to a new series I hope on starting called Trouble in Terrorist Town In Depth. Now this in-depth tutorial is going to pretty much teach you about basics of Gmod/TTT. Now this is going to cover a whole bunch of weapons, their damages, and other things. So let's get started. Now this episode is going to be all about, that's right, you guessed it, secondaries. Now the first secondary we're going to review is the Deagle. The Deagle is a very powerful and accurate weapon, and if you really think about it, it can be pretty much used as a primary, since its damage is so high. Now let's get to the juicy stuff. The Deagle does a total of damage of 15 to the leg, 35 to the chest, and 140 to the head. The thing that surprises me about this is, since it does 140 damage to the head, even if the traitor is wearing armor or a detective, it will still be an insta-kill to the head. Even though a Deagle has a lot of power and a lot of accuracy, the only problem with the Deagle is its recoil. It has a higher recoil than a sniper, so it's going to be very hard to stay on target after you take your first bullet, so make sure your first bullet aims for the head. Now the next pistol we're going to be talking about is the 5.7. Now the 5.7 is a very good pistol in general. It has barely any recoil, it is very accurate, and it has almost no spray. And this thing reloads pretty quickly, so when you got this thing, you're pretty much going to be unstoppable. Now the stats of the 5.7 are pretty simple. It does about 8 damage to the leg, about 16 damage to the chest, and about 30 damage to the head. So this thing is pretty powerful if you can be accurate with it, so just aim for the head. Now the 5.7's recoil is fairly controllable. It has barely any recoil, and it's almost the least amount of recoil in the entire game. So all I advise you to do is just aim for the chest and above, cause 3 bullets to the head and he's pretty much dead. Ah, the Glock. Who doesn't love the Glock? The Glock is a very fast firing secondary that can take out an opponent really fast if they're damaged. A Glock is usually used as a weapon to finish someone off because they ran out of ammo for their primary weapon. Now the stats for the Glock are pretty bad, but it is a very good weapon. To the leg it does 3 damage, to the chest it does 5 damage, and to the head it does 10 damage. Now even though this weapon does less damage than pretty much all of the other secondaries, this weapon makes up for it by its fast rate of fire, so it's also a very good weapon for spraying and praying. Now the Glock's recoil isn't terribly high, and its spray isn't too bad as well. I'd just advise this weapon for just trying to shoot a person to just finish them off, because that's what I use the Glock for. I use it as a finishing weapon. I don't use it as a primary weapon, and if you do use it as a primary weapon, good luck killing someone with it, because it doesn't do that much damage to begin with, and someone will be able to get the turn on you. So good luck with firing with it. Hey guys, now that you know all the stats to pretty much every single pistol, I advise you guys to use it in your own methods. What I would do is, if I had the Glock, I would use it in a spray and pray class, probably with the Mac 10. If I had the 5.7, I would probably use the M14, and I'd probably use the Deagle with the sniper for more accurate purposes. But other than that, I do hope that you guys have a good day. Please like the video because it was very hard editing this and getting all the stats for the weapons. I'd like to thank 2 people for helping me out with getting the damages. Their names will be in the description. If you ever see them, tell them thank you for me because they did a lot of help. But other than that, I will see you guys next time. Thank you. Please leave a like. Goodbye.